Hello everyone. Today we are talking about our coming procrastinations, which means stop the habit of delaying important tasks. Many students are struggle with procrastinations, but with the right habits, it can be managed. It's learn more useful tips thought his interview. So let's go for interview. Let's go to interview Maya.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello Maya.
Hi, it's so good to hear from you. How's your week been?
I am good. What about you?
I'm doing great.
Let's
Just
do new
enjoying the
interview.
day.
Maya, let's do new interview.
Ooh,
Our coming procrastinations.
let me see what's new. That is such a timely topic. I feel like everyone is fighting that battle right now, but it turns out procrastination isn't usually about being lazy. It's actually more of a way to protect ourselves from things like fear or perfectionism. One interesting thing I found is that there are different types of procrastinators, like the dreamer or
Yes,
the
Maya.
rebel.
So I
I'm
can you some
curious.
questions. I ask you some questions.
I am all ears. Go ahead, I'm ready when you are.
Okay. My first question is what is the procrastinations?
Simply put, procrastination is when you put off doing something you know you need to do, even though you know it'll probably cause you more stress later. It's that feeling of knowing you have a task waiting for you, but you find yourself doing literally anything else instead. Does that sound familiar?
Okay, Maya. My next question is
Ready for the
why do people procrastinate?
It's usually not because of laziness, which is the big myth about it. Most of the time, it's actually an emotional struggle. People procrastinate because the task makes them feel overwhelmed, anxious, or even afraid of failing. It's like our brain is trying to protect us from those bad feelings by pushing the task away. Some people also struggle because they're perfectionists, so they don't start until they feel they can do it perfectly.
Okay, Maya. My next question is how does procrastinations affect students?
For students, it's a tough cycle. It usually starts with a bit of relief when they put off a paper or a project, but then it turns into a mountain of stress as the deadline gets closer. It often leads to those all nighters where the quality of the work drops because they're rushing and it can really hurt their confidence over time. Plus, the guilt of not starting can be just as exhausting as the work itself.
Okay, Maya. My next question is what is the first step to overcoming procrastinations?
The first step is usually just breaking the task down into tiny, manageable pieces. Instead of thinking about the whole project, just focus on the very first thing you need to do. Even if it's just opening a document or writing one sentence, makes the mountain feel like a small hill. Have you ever tried breaking a big goal into smaller steps?
Okay. Now,
Ready for the next.
next question is how can students stay focused while studying?
One of the best ways is to create a dedicated space for studying. That's just for that. No better couch if possible. So your brain knows it's time to work. Using a timer, like the Pomodoro technique, where you work for 25 minutes and then take a short break, also helps because it gives you a finish line to look forward to. I've also heard that putting your phone in another room is a total game changer. Do you find your phone is the biggest distraction for you?
Okay, Maya. Next, my next question is: does making a daily schedule help?
It absolutely does. A schedule takes the guesswork out of your day. When you already know what you're supposed to be doing and when, you don't waste that precious mental energy deciding where to start, which is usually when procrastination sneaks in.
Yes, Maya. Okay, my seventh question is, what should someone do if they lose motivation?
That's one of the hardest parts because you can't really force motivation to show up. The trick is to start acting first, then let the motivation follow. I always suggest the 2 minute rule. Just commit to doing the task for 2 minutes. Usually, once you break the seal and actually start, the momentum kicks in and it's much easier to keep going.
Okay, Maya. My
I'm still with you.
okay. My next question is, what advice would you give to students how often procrastinate?
First, I'd tell them to be a bit kinder to themselves. The guilt and shame that come with procrastination usually just make the anxiety worse, which leads to more procrastination. I'd suggest focusing on done is better than perfect and remembering that starting is the hardest part. Once you get that first tiny win, everything feels a lot more possible. Do you think that perspective would help someone you know?
Yes, Maya. Maya, my next
I'm glad
question
you think
is,
so.
can procrastination become a habit?
Unfortunately, yes, it definitely can. When you procrastinate and feel that sudden relief from avoiding a stressful task, your brain remembers that feeling. Over time, it starts to see avoidance as the go to solution for stress, which turns it into a pattern. The more you do it, the easier it becomes to justify doing it again.
Yes, Maya. Maya, my last
It's a bit of a loop.
question is, how does overcoming procrastinations improve our lives? Our lives.
It changes everything, really. The biggest shift is the mental freedom. When you stop avoiding things, that heavy cloud of guilt and anxiety just lifts. You get your time back, your quality of work improves, and you actually get to relax during your downtime because you aren't thinking about what you should be doing. It's the difference between feeling like you're chasing your life and actually feeling in control of it.
Okay, Maya. Thank you for answering me.
You're so welcome. I really enjoyed this interview. You've got a great way of structuring these questions. Did you feel like you got all the answers you were looking for?
Yes, Maya.
I'm so glad. You really crushed that interview. Since you've been focusing so much on time management and habits lately, do you feel like this is the missing piece of the puzzle for you?
Maya. Okay.
I'm here. What's
Thank you. Thank you for sharing these helpful ideas. We learned that procrastination is a common problem, but it can be overall with good planning, focus, and concentrate efforts. By taking small tips every day, students can become more productive and achieve their goals. Thank you for joining us. Thank